Hi there. So it's Georgia G from Circle Evolution, and I wanted to make a short video about a very important practice, which is the heart centering, that we have been working with actually for quite a few years now, but it's really, really so important right now as we're making these strong transitions into a new reality and kind of optimizing our life experience. So in this video, I want to really briefly cover why we heart center, what heart centering actually is, and then the actual heart centering practice that we've been given, that's evolved working with the Circle of Light and working with the clients as well. Um, so this practice can be optimized for real human usage for us to get the best results. So very quickly, why are we heart centering? It isn't just like woo woo fluffy, I'm going to think about love and kittens all the time. Heart centering is actually moving the focus of our creative projector from the mind, which has all of our unsupportive conditioning, programming, belief structures, collective belief structures, personal belief structures, to the heart, which is already seated in the truth of who we really are, which is infinite creative power, unconditional love, infinite worthiness, deservedness, abundance, all of these things. And um, and that we really want to be creating and generating reality from that truth being innate in our creation, not something that we have to earn or work towards or fix something about ourselves to get to, but just simply by moving into the heart. No matter how much or how little personal development you've done in your life, or spiritual work that you've done in your life to this point, you can actually just fast track your progression by moving into heart centering because it bypasses all of that stuff. And the point of all this work is to really get us into a new reality where we're all just having a better life, basically. So I'm going to show you this simple practice now, and just explain a few things as I'm doing the practice about also why we do some of the things in the practice. So the very first thing to understand about heart centering, it isn't about thinking loving thoughts. It isn't about thinking about somebody that you love. It is really the antithesis of thinking. It's actually bringing your attention and focus into the middle of your chest where your heart is. And sometimes a lot of people just struggle with that. So you're just putting your focus in the middle of your chest where your heart center is. And if even if you struggle with that, you can think about this. You can go, okay, focus in your left hand and put your awareness there. And we don't have a lot of ideas about that. So sometimes that's an easier idea. I just focused my awareness in my left hand or in my right foot. I can put my focus in my right foot without any expectation that suddenly a unicorn's going to pop out of my chest because I'm left foot focusing or something. So now just do the same. Just put the attention in the middle of your chest where the heart center is. And this is really like plugging in the heart centered movie projector. And that movie projector is already playing the most awesome movie for you, the movie where things work out, the movie where things flow, the movie where everything's working with you and for you as you are for everybody. The movie that brings you into that where you're a healthy and happy and abundant person. And a movie where things can get resolved in ways that your linear mind couldn't figure out, and ways that your mind can't figure out. So if you're really stumped by something, this is the submission into the heart, recognizing that the heart creates and generates in a way that transcends our linear mind. So let's bring your attention into your heart. And what you want to do is you want to just keep your focus there for as long as you can. Now, I'm wearing my dressing gown because this is a great way to start the day. It's a great way to start anything. Um, And but really, the goal is to be in your heart all of the time. So you're always projecting the heart-centered movie. You're always playing that movie because even if you were watching TV and 1 minute you're watching the head movie and 1 minute you're watching the heart movie, neither of those movies are really going to come across because you're flicking from one channel to the other. So the idea is that you're switching on the heart channel and you're staying there. So the heart has time to project its manifestation and you start to get the feedback where you're receiving the heart-centered movie. It starts to become easier and easier, exponentially easier to stay in the heart because even then your mind starts seeing, the heart-centered movie is actually a lot better than what I would have created. So I'm actually going to become an ally and assist getting anchored in the heart. But at first, there's a little bit of a struggle because the mind wants to keep control of the game and keep you in what it knows because that's where it feels safe. So this is where you need to use a little almost willfulness just with your focus. So keep your focus in the middle of your chest for as long as you can. And this is heart centering. No expectation or anticipation of what should be happening, what you should be feeling. You're just plugged in. Now, eventually, because the mind doesn't like to give up control, it will start to distract you from the heart. And it might just start by saying, well, this is really stupid, nothing's really happening, or this is boring, or I can't hear anything, or maybe a bird will really start tweeting outside really loudly, or your mum will start texting you like crazy, or something like that. These are all what we call the shiny toys of the mind, distracting us from being centered in the heart. So you don't fight the mind with the mind. When the mind starts distracting, doing its thing, you don't use another part of your mind to say, well, shut up, mind. Georgia said, be in the heart or else a good movie won't play. Because now you're actually just back in your mind. And that's what that's what your mind kind of initially wants. So instead, we use our powerful practice of love and acceptance, which actually harvests the energy from the mind matrix and gives it to the heart. This is what actually energizes the heart, makes it more magnetically attractive for you to drop your awareness in the heart. Because initially, so much of our energy is actually invested in the mind manifestation that, of course, the mind, law of attraction, has more attraction. We're used to going up there. Everything's created by the mind. We're used to being in this. This exercise just gently, slowly starts harvesting the energy from the mind matrix, from our created reality, from our internal states, and gives it to the heart to start using it to create, generate, and project. So when you come into the heart, drop into the heart. When the mind starts to distract, you're just going to use the love and acceptance. So maybe there is a bird tweeting outside. You would just say, I love and accept the part of me that is this tweeting bird, or um, the mind getting bored. I love and accept the part of me that is my mind getting bored. So I'm going to do, and you say these words in your head to yourself because this is really your internal conversation with yourself. Um, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the heart centering, and then as things come up, I'm going to externally say the love and acceptance. So you get the idea. And you do a few rounds of that and then you guide yourself back into your heart. Because when you've consumed some of the energy in that mind distraction with the love and acceptance, it will become easier to be magnetized back into the heart. So you can do it with me. Bring your attention into your heart center. Stay there for as long as you can. And then as the mind distracts, and what's actually distracting me is that line. So I'm going to say, I love and accept the part of me that is waiting for my mind to distract me so I can do the love and acceptance. I love and accept the part of me that is distracted by a fly buzzing around. I love and accept the part of me that feels self conscious filming myself. And now I'm just guiding myself back into my heart. I'm going to stay there again. And I'm starting to feel some pressure in my neck. So you can also get physical sensations that will draw attention. So now I'm saying, I love and accept the part of me that feels this pressure in the back of my neck. And now, another step that you can add to this, because often when you do heart centering, it is threatening to the mind and it's threatening to the nervous system that wants to keep you safe and it doesn't trust the heart yet. So, another really important step you can start to add in is when you go into your heart, actually release tension in your body. And what this will do is it will use your body to speak to your body that it's actually safe to be anchored in the heart. And this offsets a lot of the anxiety that can start to come up and even start manifesting um, when you move into heart centeredness, because the mind will start saying, well, it's not safe to be here. I don't feel in control. So part of the mastery is for you to use a language that the body understands that it's safe. You're kind of faking stay and play to the body, to the nervous system, so it will relax into this more and not resist the process. And you can also say to yourself as you do that relaxation, you can also verbally say to yourself, it's safe for me to anchor in the heart. So this is so you're giving yourself both a biological signal that it's safe and then some mental reinforcement as well. So we'll do that again where I drop into my heart and I release tension. And I'm just telling myself that it's safe. It's safe for me to anchor in the heart. Why is it safe? Because the heart is always creating the best reality for you. So that's always going to include your ultimate safety, well being, health, all of these things, because the mind is what creates all those problems. So it's actually way safer. You just have to let the nervous system know that it's safer because the nervous system is used to running on that old mind-based system. It's all it really knows. So coming into the heart, release tension. It's safe. It's safe for me to anchor in the heart. And then you just stay there. Now, I've been doing this, working on this, practicing on this for a long time. So it's a lot easier for me to go into the heart and be comfortable in the stillness. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is how you can use this heart centering to give the permission to the heart to start creating that reality and also to guide you to what you actually need to be aware of in order to move more deeply in the heart. Because sometimes when you become heart centered, people might have this anticipation that at first, like I said, it's all going to feel like love and rainbows are coming out of there. But often a lot of uncomfortable emotions might even come up first. And the reason is because the mind has those emotions or those belief structures or things like that built up as a defense around the heart. So because the heart wants to fast track you, it's not going to show you a bunch of endless personal development work to do. It's only going to show you what you need to be aware of to integrate in order to move more deeply into the heart and project the heart's reality. And this is really a really important thing to understand because, again, a lot of the times people say, well, I followed my heart, I followed my dreams, and none of it worked out, and I feel really betrayed because that could be more of a mind's idea of what following your heart is. This practice is about anchoring in the heart and letting the heart lead and you receiving the heart's manifestation. So the trick is the anchoring in the heart. Once you're anchored in the heart, it's easy. It's easy peasy from there because then you're receiving the heart's manifestation. The challenge is getting into the heart, and that's first what the heart's going to show you. So again, let's just drop into the heart. And again, just say, release tension. Remind yourself that it's safe to be in the heart. And when you feel you've got some anchoring in the heart, you can use this simple question. There's variations on it, but just to start with this one. Heart, show me. What do I need to be most aware of right now? And when you ask that question, don't jump into your mind to get the answer. Don't be like, well, I bet he's going to show me that email I shouldn't have written, or whatever it is. Don't jump back into your mind. Stay present in the heart. And if nothing comes up, the heart is showing you, you just need to stay here more. So don't anticipate that there has to be some answer, okay? And if you do get something emerging, don't attach onto it. So say, for example, if I go, you know, heart, show me, what do I need to be most aware of right now? And then a picture of an old high school sweetheart pops up. That doesn't mean my heart is showing me that I need to call that old high school sweetheart. That would be a mental interpretation of what the heart is revealing. The heart is just showing me energy that could be in the way or could be for whatever reason. We don't even have to know why the heart is showing me what it's showing me, because all you're going to do with whatever the heart reveals, and in all of this work that we do, is again, you're going to use the love and acceptance to integrate it. You're not going to start analyzing on it, ruminating on it, trying to figure out why you're seeing it, because that would be taking you back into your mind. This is just working with the pure energy. Sometimes emotion will come up. You don't have to figure out why you've suddenly started crying. Maybe it will come to you while you are, but you don't have to start analyzing it. So that practice again is coming into the heart, release tension, remind yourself it's safe. It's safe for me to anchor in the heart. And again, I'm going to do this out loud, but I'm showing you what my internal process would be. So now I'm going to ask my heart, heart, show me, what do I need to be most aware of right now? Okay, so the phrase everybody loves you came up. Now, I have feelings about that coming up. I have feelings even about saying that out loud. So, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to sit with that and I'll just say, I love and accept the part of me that believes everybody loves me. And often I'll also do a polarity on that, which could be, I love and accept the part of me that believes nobody loves me. And then I'll also say, I love and accept the part of me that has feelings about saying that out loud on the video. And then you can continue to drop beneath any thoughts, feelings, emotions that are coming up and keep using the love and acceptance. and then just guide yourself back into your heart. And that is the process. Why? Why is that the process? Because what this process will lead you to is the two states of creation that we want, which is manifestation or knowingness. Manifestation means this is manifest. What I'm taking in with my physical senses is manifest. And knowingness is that I know that something exists that I'm not physically taking in right now, whether it is something I've already created, like I know my car is out there, or something that hasn't yet been physically manifest, like I know it's time for me to take a drive to Los Angeles. I may not know why, but my heart has something energetically created there for me to go there that will be revealed, will come into manifestation or knowingness. This is the surrender. We're clearing out all of the mind interference and we're coming into surrender. We're using that heart. Show me, what do I need to be aware of? So we can come to those two states, knowingness and manifestation. And that is how we receive the heart's blueprint. And the heart's blueprint is always going to be better than anything our mind could ever create for us, because it's always bypassing the limitations of our mind. So try this practice, and you want to use it all the time. You can also, if you do have something your mind is really playing with, you can also say, heart, show me, what do I need to be aware of about this person, and let the heart reveal. Again, don't attach. Say I've got a boss at work and I'm like, heart, show me, what do I need to be aware of about Jeffrey at work? And my heart, again, shows me my mother's angry face, for example. I'm just making these things up. You don't go into analysis about it. You just go, okay, I love and accept the part of me that is my mother's angry face. I love and accept the part of me that is anger. You just sit with the energy until it dissipates, and you give that energy to your heart to use it for the heart blueprint. So that's another little adaptation you can use. But this is just such an important tool right now, as we're coming into submission into the heart and moving out of the craziness that our personal and collective minds have been creating, so we can personally and collectively come into the creation of the unified field of the heart blueprint. So enjoy. Stop.